a lot about dogs and the dog language. I just want to thank those people who are here who came to teach us everything that they taught us. It was excellent knowing that how must we protect ourselves from dogs. I learned that never bother a dog when it's eating or sleeping or when it is with its puppies, and never pull a dog by its ear or tail.
We, as a group, acknowledge our bias. We are an all-white Afrikaans group coming from privileged backgrounds. We acknowledge that the participants come from different backgrounds than us, and in many instances, English is the third language. We understand that the participants might not know what rabies is in English. Many might not have animals, are scared of dogs, or have different views on how to care for and treat a dog.
This project was definitely both challenging and rewarding. It was challenging because we worked with a group of people who have a completely different culture to us, and the group that we worked in, for example, we all spoke Afrikaans as our home language. Another thing that was challenging was to try and explain the seriousness of the disease rabies to a group of grade 6 children without scaring them or explaining things too graphically. But the rewards definitely outweighed the challenges. For example, before the class started, I spoke to a few of the students just about veterinary science in general, and to see how absolutely mesmerized they were by my stethoscope. That gave me so much hope that future generations will also be passionate about the veterinary profession and help provide a solution to the rabies problem. And also just speaking to the educators afterwards, I could definitely sense the gratitude that they had for, I think, just considering their community and coming there and trying to make a difference in their lives.
The value of teaching a child something new, and even more importantly, when that something can change their lives. I learned that you must always go down to a child's own level of understanding, if you want him or her to remember the message and to remember what to do when they are bitten by a dog or any animal. I also noticed how happy and content the children was with the most basic of topic and with the effort we put into our outreach. But most importantly, I learned that one should always make time and effort to help and educate those who are less fortunate than us and cannot do it on their own.
What will I do different now? I will not assume that all people know about rabies. I was shocked to see the lack of education on one of the most important viruses that affect both human and animal. What I also would do differently from now on is take time and communicate on a broader level so that everyone can understand what I'm trying to communicate to them.
This was a learning experience that we aren't used to. In most of our subjects, we get the material that we need to memorize and then later regurgitate. Here, we were kind of thrown into the deep. We had to consider that we will be working with children, so we had to consult with the educators of the school to make sure about the way we had to convey the information. This had to be done to ensure that we wouldn't scare the children, but we had to be sure that the information that we were conveying would stick. Overall, I think we saw that not everything can be learned from a book. Sometimes it's necessary to get out there and learn from experience.
This was without a doubt a worthwhile assignment. Not only did it change our perspectives, but knowing we made a difference in some way is the greatest feeling. We did not only empower the children and the educators to be rabies fighters and responsible pet owners, we also empowered ourselves to be up to date with this topic and understand firsthand the importance of One Health to get closer to a rabies-free future and help improve primary animal health care. This assignment taught me that despite communication, culture, and resource challenges, you can still make an impact in someone's life. You just have to have a paradigm shift and see opportunities instead of obstacles.